Hi guys, this is the Big E. I'm going to do a short video on my pedal board setup, which I play with this, a Roland Lucina guitar. My pedal board's got a Jamman Solo XT on it and a Bead Buddy drum machine, drum pedal, and some other bits and pieces that make it all work together. So I'll show you how all that works and do a little quick demo, and hopefully you'll find it interesting. So I'm just going to change camera angles and then we'll get to it. Bye. Right, so here's my pedal board. On the left I've got a TC Helicon Harmony M, which I just use for a little bit of reverb on my voice because I need all the help I can get. I do use one of the effects on one song, but other than that, this pretty much just sits here and does nothing. And it's just standalone. I'm not even got it connected to MIDI. It works just fine on its own. So for what I use it for, so it works great. Here I have a Jamman Solo XT loop pedal, which has an SD card in it as well. So I like this. It's got 200 tracks on the pedal itself, and then 200 tracks on the loop card. On the SD card. The SD card has pre-recorded tracks for anything that's a little bit more complex, where I might need 2 or 3 different loops to a song. Most of them are like 2, because with the Jamman pedal, if I change tracks on the pedal side without saving it, I'll lose that track. I don't want to be bending down and saving stuff all the time. The way I have this pedal set up on the pedal side is that every five tracks are set to that tempo. So track 120 is a tempo of 120, track 125 is a tempo of 125, and so on. But just by selecting the track using the foot switch, I can now play at that tempo quite easily, and just lay it down, record it, and then I'm playing. So on the left we've got a foot switch just through to the Jamman for up and down and stop. The mode this is set to stop, so I hit that, it stops me the playback. I've got a Zoom multi-stomp pedal here, an MS-70 CDR effects pedal with about 4 effects preset in a chain, so I just step through them. So I've got a bit of effect, phase room, a lot of reverb, a dry signal. So I've got that set up there. That goes into the Jamman and that goes out to my mixer. On the right I've got the Bead Buddy. So this is my new addition, which I've integrated into the system. So it's got its own output to the mixer, so I can control it separately. Usually I have the mixer on a music stand at the side of me, so I can just easily change mix, volume control between my voice from the vocal unit, the Jamman, and now the Bead Buddy, so I can easily get a balance. I've also got this box here is my magic box, which I've built. So there's 2 switches on it, which for the Bead Buddy you can get a foot switch. They want $50 for it. It's 2 switches and a socket in a box, which, you know, hey, whatever. So this part, the 2 switches and the socket, are independent in this box. They're not connected to anything else in the box. And they're just a foot switch, so I can step up and down through tracks, through songs on the Bead Buddy using those switches, and that just goes into the switch on the side of the Bead Buddy. The other part is the MIDI sync, or the MIDI connection between the Jamman and the Bead Buddy. Now what I found was that when they're both playing at the same tempo, and obviously this is set at 210 now and this is set at 125, but if I set them both at the same tempo, they don't drift. Maybe I just got lucky, but I'm not doing any timing, any MIDI sync at all between here, between the Jamman and the Bead Buddy. I just start this guy, and when I start this guy playing, they stay in sync, and I've had them running for 30 minutes and they didn't drift at all. So for the sort of stuff I do, that works fine. So I'm not doing any MIDI sync stuff. What I am doing is using the tempo that's set in the Jamman pedal to set the tempo over here. So let's find, oh, wrong one. Let me find something a little bit like this guy. Okay, this will do. So what I've got is I've got the jam sync out, which is, you may or may not know, is not really MIDI or anything, which is why it goes to my magic box. And the magic box then converts that to a MIDI signal that sets the tempo in the Bead Buddy. Okay, so if I set, let's just go down up to 30. I don't know if you can see this at all, but now I've set track 130 here, and which is tempo 130, and I've now got a tempo of 130 over on the Bead Buddy. You know, so if I go up to a preset track, let me just find something just out of interest. I've got a simple one. This should work. Right, so track 111. I'm 211 rather. I'm now on the SD card, and obviously I'm showing the track here, which is track 11 on the SD card, which obviously is not anything to do with the tempo. So I don't know what the tempo is offhand in this, but what I can now do is I can see that it's set a tempo of 106. So wherever I recorded this at on the Jamman, now sets a tempo here. So if I do this, a bit of a bad timing because I'm doing it with my hand. So you can see, and if I press this button, the light just tells me that the box thinks this is playing, which it is. If I press the stop button, this fades out because I have them all set to fade, and he stops. So that's my setup, and then this guy finishes. So that's my setup basically. Like I say, I can set the tempo. I have to bend down. I've not got any automatic way of setting. Well, I can use the switches up here. If I want to change genre of drum pack, I have to bend down and do stuff. But if I just stay within the same song pattern, like pop, like I've got now, then it's fine. And I can use this pedal to do whatever I like. You know, to set a tempo, and that sets the Bead Buddy tempo as well. So what I'll do is I'll plug the guitar in, move the camera a little bit, and I'll show you how this sort of works with the guitar. Okay. So quick little demo. I've got the Jamman set to track 140, which is 140 beats a minute. I've got the effects, just a small bit of reverb, and the Bead Buddy is set to 140 as well. It's set itself to 140 beats per minute. So I start the Bead Buddy. I don't have any way of starting the Bead Buddy from the Jamman because the Jamman doesn't send a signal out when I press the pedal to start playing this stuff. So it does on pre-recorded ones, but I don't use it. It only sends a signal when it actually starts playing back, which is too late in the sequence if you're recording. So I'll start the Bead Buddy, and then on the beat I'll start the Jamman. He'll play a 1-bar lead in, and then he'll start recording. When he stops recording, he goes into playback mode, and then I can overdub and do all the other stuff. So we're just going to do a little jam here. Going into playback mode, and the box knows that it's in playback mode. So when I press, that's also when I press the stop button, it knows to tell the Bead Buddy to stop. So I can now overdub. And the Jamman now fades out. This guy plays the outro and then stops. This guy fades out. The box knows it stopped playing, and we're all good to go. I'm going to set the next song up and off you go again. Cool, huh?